Hi everyone, good evening, Jai Hind. This session is very important for the parents of the students who are in grade 3 to 8. A lot of students are not able to afford time in the weekdays for Olympiad preparation. They know that they have to do Olympiad preparation because they want to get better in mathematics over the time. They know that the school curriculum, the school math syllabus is not sufficient. They also know that if they are able to score 100% marks in their school math, that does not mean they're good in mathematics. But again, they're not able to afford time either because of the school curriculum or because of the school homework or because of the extracurricular activities that they follow in the weekdays. So our team has come up with amazing programs, Olympiad related non-routine mathematics on weekends, which the students can enjoy. Now, students are not able to balance primarily school. So they get back by 4:30. They have to do a lot of homework. There are some extracurricular activities lined up. They have to play in the evening. And a lot of these students are not able to get into the non-routine mathematics. But again, they know that this is something which is very, very, very important. So school homework, tuition, exams means no time for Olympiad preparation, which is again a kind of necessity, in my opinion, if the child has to get better in academics, particularly mathematics. Student often stuck or lose momentum if they're not able to be consistent, and they are a lot of students because of this are missing a structured roadmap because they're not able to get time on the weekdays. Okay, now for those students, we've come up with weekend programs, and I'll be talking about these programs in a while. But again, these weekend programs are focused primarily on learning without weekday distraction, right? So if there are classes which are happening on Saturdays and Sundays, the students are able to be consistent. They're able to attend classes on the weekends, and whenever they are able to afford time, they can do the homework during the weekdays, which does not take a lot of the time. It builds consistency see week after week, and of course, it helps you prepare for a lot of good math contests which come up later in the grades. Okay, so these are the batches I'm going to talk about. So there is a grade 3 weekend batch for grade 3 students, grade 4 weekend batch for grade 4 students, grade 5 weekend batch, there is grade 6 weekend batch, and for grade 7th and 8th, there is level 5 weekend batch. These batches are going to start in this week. So you can see the timing, start days, class timings, and which math contests are they going to target. And the teacher, I'm going to talk about these batches in detail. But before that, this particular structure, that is grade 3 to grade 6, we have totally revamped the entire structure of the junior wing. So every class consists of 3 major segments. One is the 40-minute core concept. So core concept के अंदर हम क्या करते हैं? We discuss basic math concepts. We teach them the whys of the procedures. We don't only throw the procedures at them. We don't only throw the formulas at the students, but we explain the whys, and this is the major building block of mathematics, right? So if the students know the formulas but they do not know how to derive them, they're not able to be good in mathematics. They'll never be able to be good in mathematics because they'll be able to apply the problems which are school based, which are maybe some simple math contest based. But good math contests would never ask formula oriented problems. They would never ask that. They would always go behind the origination of that particular formula, and this is what we discuss in our 40-minute class. Just to give you a simple example, a lot of students know that a number is divisible by 9 when the sum of the digits is divisible by 9, but they're not able to derive it. They're not able to justify how does it happen, because once if the child is not able to justify this, he might not be able to give the reasoning of the other divisibility rules. For example, he might not be able to derive a divisibility rule of, let's say, a number like 13 or 17 or 19, right? So we make sure the students not only knows the formula but also is able to derive those particular formulas, and this is what happens in the 40-minute class. So again, it is strengthening the mathematics concept that the child already knows, or maybe they're going to come up later. It is followed by a brain puzzle, right? So this is something the child has stopped doing, right? So they do not spend time on the problem. So if they know a problem, they would be able to do that by applying the formula. If they do not know, they would say, "ये तो मैम ने करवाया ही नहीं है," right? So this is the last thing that we want our students to say, right? So we come up with a daily 10-minute problem puzzle problem. We call it a dinner table problem, which sometimes the students have to discuss with their parents on a dinner table and come up with the innovative solution the next day, right? So this is one segment the child is mostly excited about, and then followed by 10 minutes speed math. So speed math does not mean we do calculations like 37 into 19. Again, we know that it does not have a lot of relevance in today's mathematical world, but calculations like 99 plus 27 into 99, in which you're able to take 99 common and do a lot of these kind of calculations quickly in mind. So every class there is a 10-minute speed mathematics which helps students to build speeds on basic math day-to-day things. Right, so this is what we call the logical brain puzzle, that 10-minute discussion that happen on these kind of puzzles every day, right? So you can have a look at these puzzles. Again, we ask students to spend a lot of time. There are discussions which happen in the class, and students are able to learn from each other a lot. After every class, there is a 5-minute test which the students have to attempt before attending the next class, so that we are able to judge where the child is lacking in, what topics, what are the areas which the child is not comfortable in, so that it helps the teachers and the students and the parents also to take the necessary steps. Right. So after the course, the student will be, he'll be able to get better in school marks. There'll be a strong conceptual understanding. Speed and accuracy is definitely going to improve. Logical thinking is one of the things which is definitely going to help him not only in these kind of contests, but also later in life, right? So in all the good math contests, including JEE, including ISI, including the Olympiad, which are conducted by the government of India, the logical reasoning is something which is very important. And this is something which we will definitely improve by that 10-minute puzzle that we discuss in every class. Confidence in competitive exams and long-term Olympiad foundation. Right, so this is grade 3 batch. So grade 3, every course is divided into 5 modules. So there are 5 modules, and every module has 8 classes. So almost a module every month. So one module every month, followed by a test and a discussion class. Right, so 45 classes, 5 practice tests, monthly student performance report. The start date is 26th of June. Class days are Saturday, Sunday, 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. And it is going to be taken by Amit Modak sir, who has a lot of experience. He has been teaching our students the junior batches for the last 3 years and has produced a lot of amazing results. And students are huge fan of the kind of puzzles that he gives in the class. Apart from this, we will be separately preparing the students who are going to write SOF, because at this level, this is the only math contest the students know of. So SOF math, there'll be additional classes for the students who are opting for SOF, right? So this will be over and above these 45 classes which are going to happen. Okay, so what we have done is we have divided the course structure into 5 modules. The first module is one of the modules is going to be number sense and structure, arithmetic lab, fractions, expressions and strategies, measurement and geometry and patterns, and brain power, logic, data and reasoning. So all these modules are independent of each other. Okay, so all these modules are independent of each other. One module does not have any relation to the other module. So we complete a module in a month and then we shift on to the next module. This is what we discuss. So grade 4th, again, 45 classes divided into 5 modules. The start date is 26th of June, Saturday, Sunday, 5:45 to 6:45 p.m. Additional SOF preparation, because again, at grade 4th level, there aren't a lot of math contests which students can write or no. So these are going to be additional sessions over and above these 45 sessions, which we are going to conduct in this particular course. The batch is going to be taken by Amit Modak sir. The price is 10,999. It is a weekend batch. And the modules that we are going to discuss are number sense and operations, factors, fractions and decimals, algebraic thinking and number properties, geometry, measurement and mensuration, and mathematical reasoning and data skills. So these are the 5 modules. And after completing a module in almost a month, we shift to the next module. Grade 5, again, same structure. It is the same structure. The start date is 25th of June, Saturday, Sundays. Class timings are 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. And apart from these 45 classes, there is going to be additional SOF classes. There's a very good contest called NMTC, which is organized by AMTI. Right. So at this level, this is the best math contest, AMTI. The exam name is NMTC. So we will be conducting additional sessions, NMTC additional sessions for the students who are going to write NMTC. These are over and above these 45 sessions. And the target exams are going to be SOF, which they write in schools, NMTC, Math Kangaroo, and of course they'll be better in school math. The price is 10,999. Again, it is going to be taken by Amit Modak sir. The things that we're going to discuss are number patterns and operations, fractions, decimals and powers, measurement and learning geometry, percent, probability and brainstorming, puzzles, and data, patterns and reasoning. So these are the 5 models that we're going to cover. Level 6 weekend is going to start from 23rd of June, Saturday, Sunday, 8:15 to 9:15 p.m. Right. So the first class is going to be an orientation class, and SOF preparation is going to be separate. NMTC preparation is going to be separate for these students. Right. So again, the 5 models are knowing numbers and number properties, powers, roots, and sequences, algebraic thinking, ratios and reasoning, geometry, and then symmetry, statistics, and mathematical reasoning. Right. So these are the junior grade. Now for the senior batches, so these are the 3 kinds of batches we're going to talk about this. So level 5 is the lowermost batch, which starts at grade 7th and 8th students. Then followed by level 6, level 7, level 8, 9, and 10. So these are the Olympiad batches that we follow for junior students. Level 5 is typically for grade 7th and 8th students, and then we have the level 5 weekend batch also. And the exam primarily targets AMC 8 and NMTC exams for grade 7th and 8th. Right. So this is the level 5 weekend batch which is going to come up. It is going to start from 25th of June. And इस batch के अंदर there are going to be 50 classes. Saturdays and Sundays 5 to 6:30 p.m. 8 practice assignments. Additional NMTC preparation for the students who are going to write NMTC. It's a school-based exam. And this is going to be taken by Anirudh sir. The batch is going to be in English. And these are the topics that we're going to cover. So algebra, identities, linear equations in 2 variables, 1 variable, system of equations, polynomials, quadratic. We're going to introduce quadratic equations because see, quadratic as such is there in grade 9th, grade 10th. Why are we teaching this to grade 7th and grade 8 students? Because the students around the globe know quadratic equations in grade 7, grade 8 level. There's a contest called AMC 8. AMC 8 is a math contest which is organized by the US body, and it is for the students who are in grade 8 or below, right? So students who are in grade 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th can write this exam, which is AMC 8, and that exam has problems based on quadratic equations. NMTC exam for grade 7th and 8th students, the common exam, has quadratic equation, right? So we introduce a lot of these topics, and these are not hard. Just that they are given slightly at a higher level, 9th and 10th level in NCERT books. But again, a lot of our students are able to absorb this, right? And they should know this, because without knowing these topics, they're not able to understand the real purpose of mathematics, right? So if the child wants to understand, fall in love with mathematics, he has to know how to solve equations, how to solve a quadratic equation. Then followed by geometry, we introduce geometry. A lot of these things, again, might not be a part of the school curriculum, but they're going to come up later. Number theory, a lot of these things are not there at all in the school curriculum. But again, something like unit digits, HCF, LCM, of course, students know what HCF and LCM is. But again, we teach them a lot of properties which are not there in the textbooks. Divisibility rules, divisibility. So divisibility rules, we teach them how the divisibility rules are made. For example, a number is divisible by 3. If the sum of the digits is divisible by 3, how does it happen? Why does it happen? Right. So this is what we cover in these topics. Surds, exponents, decimals, playing with numbers and different equations. We do arithmetic. And then there's combinatories, basic counting we teach them at this particular level. Okay, so the batch price is 11,499 rupees. This is a batch price with book, right? So in this, the discounted price is going to be 10,999. This is the batch price of the batch. And this is without the book. So in this batch, all the assignments are going to be e-assignments. So we're going to give them e-assignments, PDFs. And in this batch, the same e-assignments are going to be converted into a book, right? So it is a workbook consisting of the same e-assignments that we give in this particular batch. Of course, we'll be giving them e-assignments also, but a physical handbook which will be sent to the students' home. So for this, the price is 11,499. These are some of the results that we've had produced in the recent times. All our students who are a part of these amazing batches. This is NMTC, which is one of the tough math contests. It starts from grade 5th level, but a lot of our students have done really well last year, and hoping the same for this year also. Right. So a lot of, these batches links are there in the description. You can click the description and join the batches. If there are any queries, there is a Google form also, Google query form, which is there in the description box. You can fill that form. Our team is definitely going to respond to that ASAP. Take care. God bless you. Bye, everyone.